Don't put people on pedestals. And this is incredibly important for your well-being. It's not healthy to put people on pedestals for a number of reasons, because what goes up ultimately must come down. And as my supervisor said to me, either you will take me down or I will come down myself. And that's one of the reasons why it's not healthy to put people on pedestals. In addition, when we put people on pedestals, we are also idolizing them. We're making them godlike figures. We're seeing them as perfection. And the reality is, well, if you believe then only God is perfect, and if you understand anything about humans, you know that we are beautifully and fundamentally flawed. And when you see a human's flaws, when you see their inadequacies, when you see their inconsistencies, it is going to be perplexing for you, because you're going to be like, but hold on, I put you up there and here you are acting like this. You are so disappointing, and naturally you then take them down from the pedestal. Which is why if I ever find any of my clients kind of pedestaling me, we'll have a conversation about that, because you know, it just means I have a great deal to live up to, and I am far from perfect. So it becomes really unhelpful, because ultimately my duty is to help you find your greatness and work your way through the challenges, the mind boggles challenges and conundrums of life. And so, you know, I get it. I get why we can sometimes idolize people, you know, even if you use the word fan, like a fanatic. I'm fanatic. It derives from the word fanatical. You know, being fanatical about someone. Again, it's not healthy for us. So it also means that you don't see people's vulnerabilities. When you're busy putting them up there, then either they have this kind of like bar to live up to, but also if a person is perpetually put on pedestals, it can also mean that they don't feel comfortable when they feel vulnerable. Like, it's not the self that they know, like, Key, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's up. And sometimes that can be because we've been pedestaled by everyone as being strong, robust, a perpetual like achiever. When you don't hit those milestones, or when you don't have the energy for it, it can be cataclysmic for your own sense of self, because you're just never used to winning, succeeding, and going from success to success. And so for those individuals who also experience pedalization, if such a word exists, I'm sure someone will tell me that it doesn't, they can struggle with their own vulnerability. And ultimately, that can be what can lead people into crisis. It can be a factor that leads people into isolation, despair, and can be a factor that fuels suicidal thoughts and feeling like I just want to give up, because I'm not used to feeling bad about me. I'm always used to being put on pedestals. I'm used to everybody leaning on me because I am the great carrier, I am the great achiever. And so, like I said, it can be cataclysmic when we're not firing on all cylinders. And that is one of the reasons why I encourage people to not put people on pedestals. Take them down. And additionally, if you put me up there, I'm going to take myself down, because I know in myself I'm not perfect, and I'm very comfortable with my imperfections. I find it quite a beautiful battle, actually, to like learn to accept myself. So for example, I would never get my eyebrows threaded, you know, because I mean it's become so common, like everybody's getting their eyebrows threaded, because I kind of think, you know what, these are the brows that I got, and I haven't got a monobrow, like, you know, like I don't have that. And so like, why am I going to feel uncomfortable about an issue I never had an issue with, just because some marketing guru for L'Oreal, whatever beauty company, is encouraging all of us to feel inadequate about our eyebrows and then buy an eye brush for £20, or a product to, I don't know, prime your eyebrows. So, and that means that what it encourages me to do is to do self-acceptance. Like, this is the way I'm made. This is it. This is what you get. So this is my encouragement to you. If you ever find yourself being put on a pedestal, or you put people on pedestals, be very conscious that even though there's a massive compliment in there, and I've appreciated people who have complimented me in such a beautiful way, however, it is not particularly helpful. It's not helpful, one, when you're not firing on all cylinders, and it's not helpful because there's no room for your humanity, which is to say, I don't feel that strong. I'm really, like, I'm struggling, and it's not good for other people to perceive you in that way, and it's not good for your own well-being, because at times it can fuel a massive ego, and we have to be careful of our egos. Ego, E-G-O, edge God out, which for me, I take that understanding from my podcast that I listen to from Dr. Wayne Dyer, if you want to check that out. So that's the message from Key today, as I sit on the M25 going to the Key for Change Head of My Quarters. Remember,